Morning. So I'm out for my morning walk, doing my 11 steps, that 11,000 steps goal, and I'm so glad that I actually went for a walk because I was battling, of course, in the morning and my whether to go or not to go, and my little mind, which I call it, the one that is scared or the one that falls into a victim mode sometimes, it says, no, 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 you're too tired, you just stay here, relax, look what, so many things are happening, you just need a rest. But then the other mind, the wiser one, I call it the whisperer, it says, no, you're not so tired, and you know exactly that walking and going out for a walk, even if you're in the darkest place, always helps you, always, with no exception. So I'm very, very grateful that I have this switch now in my mind, that I wouldn't go into a default and listen to the small mind, because it never serves me. So if I had stayed in bed, within half an hour I would be sorry for myself, and my mind would give me more and more stories to be sorry about. So for example, that you're going through separation, you're losing your house, in 2 or 3 months you don't know where you're going to be, you're losing your garden that you love so much, and it will give me all these losses. But now, only because I found this little switch, I look at it very differently, and it's been like 20 minutes apart from a completely different state of mind. And I know that I'm going to take it home, and I'm just going to write it down and journal about it for a few minutes, because it's very important to remember that we have this switch. And another thing is that I always thought, I have to go through this difficult passage in my life, divorce, house, work, and then I'm gonna establish myself, settle myself in a new circumstances, new place, and I'm gonna be happy first, and then I can share this story. Because it's going to be valuable. People really want a transformation, so they really want achievement, sense of achievement, that maybe I can give them as an example. And then I thought, no, because I just want to say that I am in this now. I am in this transformation that I initiated because I was not comfortable in the life as it was for me. And I'm taking on board that this transformation hurts. It hurts. It's like, sometimes when something hurts you, I don't know, you hit your toe or you hit your elbow, and it's gonna hurt, but you allow it because it's normal. And it's going to pass. So everything, all shall pass. That's very, very wise saying. I think it's a Stoic saying, if I'm not wrong. And so I'm allowing in my mind to actually have some margin to that pain, to see it from a short distance, because it allows me to see that this is just a phase of life. This is just a passage that I chose to have. And this passage usually means that we're not sure what's on the other side. We are not sure where it's going to take us. And this is okay. I know that our mind, and my mind as well, wants to know and wants to rebuild the old one, the old pattern, and because then it feels safe. But is it really safe? rebuilding the old pattern. That's not why I am changing everything. Not to rebuild the old pattern, old life. I'm going to miss it, but this is not what I want now. I want something new, and I trust life that it's going to show me something that serves me better than my old life. And I don't know if I'm going to be alone, if I'm going to live in England or in Poland or in Thailand or in Turkey. These are my ideas for now, but I'm open to different possibilities. I just want to live a simple life, peaceful life, be content, be close to people. And that's what I want. And I want to travel because this is my passion. And I know that each travel that I take teaches me something very valuable, gives me a lot of excitement and joy. So I just pray that, I'm going to be in good health to live like that for a little while. But coming back to this passage, it's like we have to allow it. I have to allow it and be open. I have to allow silence as well sometimes. I know that I want to say something and then I lose it. It was something important. Oh yeah. And even the people who we think that they hurt us in a way, or they made this situation miserable, I see it, or I choose to see it, as the partners in the game. If you knew all the outcomes of the game, all the rules of the game wouldn't be exciting. The game is only exciting when we don't know all the rules. I just know that certain people are giving me these circumstances in my life for me to learn from them. So if it hurts, thank you. Okay, that's my lesson. Okay, thank you. That's not what I like. So I'm gonna go a different way. So I think it's better to actually pause for a minute and say, what am I learning from it? And it really helps. But if I'd stayed in this bed today, I would have probably stayed in this victim mode, and I would blame a lot of people. So I'm thankful for myself that I actually took myself out, as I do every day, because I'm a happy person, and I'm ready to change things, not stay in things that don't serve, in places that don't serve me anymore. So also I've decided I am going to share this story no matter what, if I am in pain, if I am hurting, because this is part of the transformation. And if somebody is telling you that, okay, you took these steps and now you're so successful and you're so happy. Okay, but then if I am just starting and if I'm just at the beginning of this road, I don't know if I would follow this person, because I would feel too weak, probably, and I would just compare myself to her or to him. Whereas when I'm sharing my painful moments, my fears, the uncertainty of what's awaiting me on the other side, the pain of losses, which I'm experiencing now, not knowing what's next. And if you stay with me, you will see that you can resonate, because everybody's going through some kind of pain. And if you take it as a lesson, and if you take it as just a next step, then it's easier to believe in yourself. So I just stopped for a second on a lovely bench, and I've done about 3,000 steps, so I'm just going to my favorite place, my little arrow in a little tarn where I always stop and I ask this arrow to show me a new direction in life. So if something new comes to my mind for this topic, I will share it as well. I've just arrived to my little tarn and the place by the pond that I really love, and this is my next stop. And I just wanted to add one thing that I've noticed, that when we start changing and we lose things and we clear things in our lives to allow the new things, life is testing us, is testing me. In a way to see if I really will be consistent and if I will be showing up to this change. And how is it testing me? By giving me painful days, by giving me the moments of doubt, by giving me the feelings of loss, and the mind suddenly wants to go back to the old ways because it feels safer, not necessarily better, but safe, because I know it, because the mind knows it. It reminds me a little bit of a situation when you're trying to go on a diet. I hate diets, by the way, but you were trying to be better with your eating habits. You're trying to cut down on sugar from today, and you've survived one day, and then the next day someone has a birthday at work, or it's bringing a lovely chocolate cake, or the next week it's going to be some kind of celebration or a party or event or a festival, and you're going to be tested. And once you survive this test, it's going to give you more strength to stay on the track. And it's the same with the bigger transformation in life, like if you are leaving a relationship, the house, the work, if something major is happening and you initiated this change, the life is going to test you. It's testing me now in many ways, but and then you have to remember to look on the bright side, to trust life. I think that's the big one, because I feel like I've chose to be someone to be rescued for many years. So in a way I've been a victim, believing that I'm not good enough to be on my own. I'm not good enough to make a big change in my life. Not skillful enough, not brave enough, and so on and so forth. Until I've decided, because that's the decision, that's the choice, that I'm gonna be the change that I want to experience. Not wait for the change to happen, but be the change. And that's the huge difference. And of course life is going to test me, because only through the test I'm going to get stronger. See you later.